On today's episode, we talk about the best ways to generate leads on Facebook, the ROI of social media, and my second born is on the show.
Hi.
Spud me. Welcome everybody to DISRUPTu, episode number 10. I'm your host, Ryan Thogmartin, and this is the funeral profession's most disruptive web show. I have another special guest today, my second spud, or second born, Quincy. Can you say hi to everybody?
Hi.
So Quincy's on the show today because her older sister, Kyron, was on a few episodes ago. So it is her turn. She will be asking the questions and will be the one getting spudded today. So let's get into it. What do you say?
Spud me.
Good catch. Okay, can you read
Why
it?
did you start DISRUPTu?
Why did I start DISRUPTu? I've been asked this question probably 100 times since we started the show. Look, when I speak, when I write content, through our conversations with funeral directors, our clients, I get asked a lot of social media related questions, a lot of business related questions. You know, I've done 2 startups now in the funeral profession in the last 10 years, so we've got experience with marketing the funeral directors, understanding what funeral directors want to listen to, what content's most valuable to them, and really getting a grasp on how to reach the funeral director through social media. And so from a business standpoint, get a lot of questions about marketing and reaching funeral professionals, reaching the consumer, how funeral directors can reach the consumer better. So this show was really birthed out of just a mass of FAQ questions that we get on a regular basis and a lot of great information. I don't have time to create and write long form content like I used to. So we've got a comms team in place that handles some of that. Video, I like video better than I like writing content. I digest video. Social is huge with video right now. Facebook has really opened up the news feed to allow more video to appear and you get better organic reach with video. So those were all drivers, but the main purpose of the DISRUPTu show is to provide a platform we can give good information that's valuable in a 10-minute format back to the funeral professional and funeral companies and those in the profession that are watching. We try to really provide heavy value, so every time you watch the show, you're able to pull something out of it that's going to be valuable. So really this show was birthed out of the need for a Q&A show like this, my drive and love for video, and then the mission to provide constant value to the funeral profession. Good answer?
Yeah.
Great answer. Yeah. All right, what do you say?
Spud me.
Oh, 2 for 2. What's this one?
The best way
To generate leads on
Facebook.
Facebook. The best way to generate leads on Facebook. Look, I've said this 1,000 times. Facebook is not a selling platform. It is an absolute engagement platform. So understanding how to lead gen on Facebook comes through a number of different facets. It's not necessarily going to happen through the timeline because the timeline is where engagement happens. The best way to lead gen is through custom apps. So building an app with a lead form in it. Look, we ran a Send Love contest with a number of our clients. We had one client, we generated 23 leads in 10 days through that custom app. So there's a number of different ways to provide value. Look, just asking for somebody's email address and their information is not going to get them to put it in. Always talking about pre-need and driving them their pre-need lead form over and over and over again isn't always going to get you leads. So providing value in return for somebody's information, whether it's a white paper, whether it is downloading a guide of some sort, you've got to give value to get leads. So leads through the timeline come through engagement and really pushing someone down the funnel. Hardcore data leads come through custom apps and being able to capture information, but there is a value proposition that is given first. If you're not providing value and you're just wanting information from the consumer, you're not going to get it. You got to give to get. Last question. Are you going to go 3 for 3?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Spud me.
You did it. Give me 5. Your sister dropped one. Right? You did it. 3 for 3. Good job. Okay.
You don't get ROI.
You don't get ROI. So there's a couple reasons we phrased the question this way. The way it was asked was, hey, what's the ROI of Facebook? Look, a lot of you listen to my stuff, you digest my stuff, and what you pick out of this is highly important. So what I want to say is you don't fully understand the capabilities of Facebook and social media. It's not a light switch. We've been engaged in Facebook for 3 months. Why haven't we generated 36 leads and call volume gone up? It's a marathon, not a race. You've got to understand the platform and how to storytell on that platform before you can start to see ROI. The idea is that engagement is where you're going to start to see that ROI. And if you're running, like we just talked about in the previous question, if you are doing value-driven campaigns in exchange for information, you can absolutely see ROI there as well. However, the overall ROI of social media is in being able to be transparent and relationship building with your community and the users that are engaging on your page. If you have 1,000 fans and you're posting content and nobody's engaging, there's not a very high ROI. If you have 500 fans and the content you're posting is getting 30% engagement, there's a high probability for ROI, because when one of those 500 people experience death, why would they go somewhere else when they are constantly engaging on a day-to-day basis with your funeral home? So the ROI comes in a number of different forms, but it's not immediate. You've got to learn the platform, respect the platform, and provide value to the consumer to really get ROI out of social media. But you aren't getting ROI overnight. You've got to pay, you've got to play, and you've got to be able to give value to get ROI. ROI is there, but you have to respect it, and you have to respect the platform and respect the native storytelling that lives on that platform and provide value to get engagement, and that's where the ROI happens, right?
Yep.
So we've asked 3 questions. We've answered 3 questions. What's next?
Would you rather?
That's right, would you rather. So what is this week's would you rather? We got to move it over here so everybody can see. Okay, what is it?
Would you rather mentally never age or physically never age?
Would you rather mentally never age or physically never age?
I don't know what that means, so.
You don't know what that means? You came up with this question.
I know, she told me it.
You know what it means. Would you rather never mentally age? No. Mentally never age or physically never age? Okay.
Look young the rest of my life, probably.
What would you rather look young the rest of your life, so physically never age?
Yep.
You always want to be able to ride the hoverboard.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good answer. All right. Remember, what are we going to ask them to do?
Subscribe. Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel. Please.
Subscribe. Look how cute she is. How can you not click subscribe? Until next time, keep disrupting. U5. Good job. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. That's all I'm asking for, is for you to subscribe below. Click the red subscribe button below. Subscribe, please. Thank you.